Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to tell you about a project me and my team have been working on. And so we gathered research. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was me 6 years ago when I was asked to present in front of the university. My team were thinking, so who's gonna do the presenting? And everyone was like, no, I don't want to do it. I was like, okay, I'll do it. What's hard in that? I know what to talk about, nothing could go wrong. Plus, I'm allowed to use the script, yeah? Until I realized that when I came on that stage for the first time, my hands started to shake, my voice started to crack, my knees started to shake. But worst of all, even though I had my paper, my hands started shaking so much that I couldn't see the words anymore. That's why the first thing I did is find a solid ground, put it like this, and read everything from the paper, not looking at my audience at all. Obviously, that was a failure. That's when I realized that I'm really afraid of public speaking. I'm terrified. Now, fear has two meanings, and you choose which one to go for. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And I chose the second one. I chose to join Toastmasters. And the nice thing about Toastmasters is that it's not some course where they just give you some theory and then you try to memorize it all. It's about putting you on the stage every single time. So you face your fear every single time. By the way, I found this photo of my icebreaker 3 years ago. I remember my first speech. I made beautiful presentations. The most beautiful presentations I have ever seen at Toastmasters, seriously. During these 3 years, I didn't see a single presentation better than mine. The first thing my evaluator said, nice presentation, nice slides, but next time I want you not to use any slides. I was like, why not? Well, actually, look, I wasn't looking at the people again, I was only looking at my slides. And she was right, I didn't use slides after that anymore. Now, it took me about 2 years to finish my first manual, Computer Communicator Manual. And during that time, I learned some tips on how to fight public speaking fear. I would like to share some of you with you today. The first one, that it is all inside your head. And these cannot multitask. If you are thinking just about yourself, how you're going to present now, what if people are going to think about you? What if they don't like you? What if something goes wrong? Okay, if you think about that, obviously something will go wrong. However, if you change your thinking and focus not on yourself, but on them, how will I benefit them today? What will I teach them today? Why am I even saying all this? Yeah? If you focus on that, suddenly you have no time to think of the other things. And suddenly you become more confident. So change what you think of yourself to what you think of others. Second thing, have you heard of this? No? Okay. So the thing is that we are all humans and we all have emotions. And it's fine to feel something before you come out on the stage. But you choose what to feel. You could choose to look at the agenda and see that you are the next speaker thinking, Oh my God, I don't want to come out on the stage, not my turn. Oh gosh, I really don't want to do that. Oh no, my turn is coming. Oh my God. Or you could change those thoughts. I read that in one book, by the way, and tell yourself that you're not afraid, but you're excited to come out. Oh my God, I can't wait to come out. Oh, there is one more speaker. Oh gosh, when will he end speaking? I want to come out and present. I started telling that myself on every single presentation. And until this moment, I always can't wait to come out on that stage. So you will feel something, but change. Change fear to excitement. And the third thing I learned, have you heard of these? The power poses, the low power poses, is to do with body language. So there is a theory that your body shows what you feel. So if you're like this low power pose, you're feeling uncomfortable. Also start like this, trying to hide. On the other hand, if you're like that, you're all confident. Now, there is another interesting research by Amy Cuddy. You can watch her on TED. She made this experiment. She gathered two groups waiting for the job interview. And she told them in which poses to be. So she told one group to be in a high power pose for 15 minutes, and the other group in a low power pose for 15 minutes. So they didn't choose the positions. She told them to sit like that. And guess whose results were better at the job interview? Those who were sitting like that, they got much better interview results. They were feeling much more confident and open to conversation. So, what could you do with that? I decided to use that for my presentations too. And whenever I feel especially nervous or not sure about myself, what I do is sometimes I stretch, or I leave the room, do some stretching there, come back, all powerful, and just do my best. So if you want, you could do that too. Actually, Tony Robbins does that too, so I'm not mad. Okay, so change lower power pose to high power pose. Now, all that I told you today, this is all nothing if you don't come out on the stage all the time. And on every single opportunity you have, do come out on stage. And most importantly, make it harder every time. How do you make it harder? Change your audience. Go to different audiences. For instance, among the things I've done at Toastmasters, last year I was invited to, as a contestant, I was told that I'm Lady Gaga. I had 2 weeks to prepare to study how Lady Gaga acts and reacts. And then I was asked a question I was not expecting, and I had to answer it like Lady Gaga would. It was really hard, really hard. However, the next day I went to my club. After I presented that, I felt like a much more confident speaker. Another thing we have at Toastmasters, conferences. Again, 1 year ago, I was invited as a target speaker. You know what the target speaker is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Basically, they get you on stage to speak, and then 8 best evaluators in all Moscow come and criticize you. And they win who criticized you the best. Obviously, when you hear so much criticism, also you level up. Other things, we have barbecues that we do. But again, we're Toastmasters. We don't just barbecue things and eat and play. We have a full program. It was a 2-hour program where me and my partner had to entertain the audience for 2 hours. Again, next time I went to the club, I was feeling like a different speaker. We also have demo meeting where you speak in front of audiences you don't know at all. Another contest where I was told I am a contestant from Antarctica and I had to entertain people. And another thing I've done is a 45-minute workshop. First time in my life, again. really benefited from that. And I have a whole list of plans for future. So why am I saying all this? I'm saying this because you can fight your fear of public speaking. You choose whether you what was the fear for? F for forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Thank you.